I trained as a sculptor originally.
Well, I started out in the box office at English National Opera in the 80s.
Well, I went to a ballet school, so I trained in dance and qualified as a teacher and spent a little bit of time teaching in a dance school overseas.
I'm an artist, and so that's kind of where my passion is.
Initially, I thought I wanted to work in television when I was in my teens.
I started my career as a lighting designer and learnt all of those techniques and served as a technician at this very theatre, at the National Theatre, for a long time.
I didn't study theatre, I started doing a philosophy degree.
I studied theatre, film and TV at uni in York.
I graduated from LIPA in Liverpool this summer. Left there and went on to a website called Stage Jobs Pro, which is very popular in the industry, to try and find jobs.
My journey to being a director started out with me going to drama school, where I trained as an actress.
I think I'd been to see 2 shows in my life before it, and I wrote to a drama school, theatre school, quite near where I lived, and for some strange reason they offered me a place.
I haven't been to uni yet, but I don't think it's wise rushing into something like that, because if you don't like the course, you still have to pay the money back, you know? Do something that will better you in the meantime, while you're still trying to work out where you want to go and what you want to do, etc.
I realised I wanted to go back into more technical theatre, and I went to the Guildhall School of Music and Drama and did their technical and painting course, and spent 12 years as a freelance scenic artist.
It started about 5 years ago at a retreat in Shropshire, where I got selected amongst, I think, about 6 or 7 other writers.
I then got a bit bored of teaching, so I decided I wanted to see the world.
I initially went because I wanted to work in television, which I did for 3 years. I sort of worked as an assistant editor.
I went and did an MA in cinematography, and I was very fortunate on getting on a course in cinematography at the National Film School.
Retrained as a complementary therapist and spent another 10 years working in that field, and also in the field of personal development, more as an administrator.
I then moved to a hotel company working in sales and marketing.
I came to visit a friend in London for 5 days and sort of wandered off and got chatting to a stranger while I was waiting for a friend and managed to talk my way into a front of house job in one of the theatres on Shaftesbury Avenue.
I did a 2-year course at the Rose Bruford College of Speech and Drama in what was then called Technical Theatre Arts, and kind of luckily found when I got there that it was just fitted, you know, like a glove.
The other thing that I did was that I was the editor of the culture section of our university paper, so I got to actually see quite a lot of shows and kind of experience lots of different arts and review things that I wouldn't normally have kind of reviewed. So those 2 experiences really kind of pushed me towards marketing and promotion and those kind of things.
I then went off backpacking. I decided I wanted to travel again, and then went back to university when I got back from travelling. And it was while I was at university I needed a part-time job and came to work at ENO in the box office selling tickets, and absolutely loved it.
And we went to stay in John Osborne's old house, which is sort of really creaky old farmhouse right in the middle of nowhere in Shropshire. And the idea was that we'd just come up with a new play. So I sort of started writing this play about 2 lads looking over the sea from standing on a cliff.
And so I started writing a play that got picked up by the Royal Court and was part of the Young Writers' Festival a number of years ago now. And during that process of the play being given a professional production, I spent most of my time looking at what the director was doing.
Once I graduated, I was quickly given lots of opportunities and promoted to box office manager, and then I was gradually given more and more responsibility, and I've been here ever since. So I think the combination of my arts background coupled with good customer service experience, a bit of business knowledge, and then working at ENO for quite a long time has brought me to the role I'm currently in.